AutoCAD styles define how some AutoCAD elements appear. Dimension styles are a good example. These dimension lines are blue because of the components of the dim style. Civil 3D styles are very similar. They define how Civil 3D objects appear. If you understand AutoCAD styles, you'll easily understand Civil 3D styles. But let's start with the object layer first. Each Civil 3D object has a base layer on which it physically resides. The object layer, like this alignment. This is just like any other AutoCAD object. However, when this alignment was first created, the user did not need to choose its destination layer. That happened automatically using this setting. This alignment has been assigned the style. The appearance of all Civil 3D objects are controlled by their styles. Now, here's the definition of that style. Alignment styles have several components: curve, line, spiral, and more. Have a look at the third column. Each component can have its own display layer. These layers are considered to be nested. The alignment itself resides on its base layer, and the components reside on the nested layers. It's these nested layers that control the display characteristics, like color and line type. A style defines the component's color, line weight, symbol, and layer. These properties can be set to by layer, where the nested layer controls them, or they can be explicitly set here in the style. No amount of property or layer tweaks will change the color of this object. If the property is set to by block, as it is here, the user can use the properties palette to change the color of that object. Again, very similar to basic AutoCAD entities. The appearance for each component, or even all of them, can also be turned off. The ability to set a component, or for that matter, an entire object, to an invisible state can be helpful. Data does not need to be removed from the drawing if a temporary change of the display in a drawing is needed. The styles for each unique Civil 3D object have their own unique set of components. This is the style definition for a profile view. Objects can be viewed in plan, profile, or section, and they can be orbited in 3 dimensions. Since objects can be viewed in these different perspectives, styles accommodate these here by changing the view direction. Styles all must have unique names. The name of the style specifies details about the feature. Here are some styles with their names, object types, component, and base layers. These are all from Caltrans. The component layers defined in the styles are based on common feature groups. For example, easement features, land net features, etc. This allows the user to quickly freeze or turn off the layers of an entire feature group using these layer filters. Users can quickly manage a drawing and reduce the drawing's displayed objects without removing them from the drawing. Label styles are no different than styles that define Civil 3D objects. They simply define labels for these objects. How the styles are edited is quite different, but the same goals are accomplished. Remember the components from that alignment style earlier with the nested layer? Well, here is where that nested layer is found in the label style editor, in addition to the other properties like orientation reference and plan readability. For textual components, an AutoCAD text style is assigned. All properties from that style are used, except for the height. Nope, the height is defined directly in the Civil 3D label style. The height refers to the printed height of the label in paper space, in a viewport, or in model space at a chosen annotative scale. Intended print scale is never a thought when defining label styles. Just set the height at which you want the label to print. These are 3 viewports in paper space. Each has a different scale. That circle is just a plain circle. Of course, its size appears different due to the chosen scales, but the labels are all the same size. You don't even have to do anything. Civil 3D just does the scaling for you.